What's up, everybody? Marcos Villegas here, being joined with Abel Sanchez here in Las Vegas. Post-fight, Golovkin versus Canelo, where your man fought a very good fight, a fight in which fans appreciated not only his performance, but also Canelo's performance. Let me know, Abel, now that we're a day removed, your feelings, your thoughts about the fight that was fought and the judge's decision at the very end.
Well, I think it's unfair to talk about the inconsistencies in the judging, or the scoring, I should say, because the two guys fought a great fight. I think it's a fight that we all expected, a fight that I expected, a difficult fight. But unfortunately, the judge that I had questions about prior to the fight ended up being what I thought it was going to be, some kind of controversy. But I think that both guys fought a great fight, gave us a thrilling, edge-of-your-seat kind of fight that could be done again and again.
In terms of the plan, what did you guys want to do in there against Canelo Alvarez?
Exactly what we did. I said before the fight, I said it to you and I said it to everybody else, I thought the first 3 or 4 rounds were going to be difficult for both guys. And then after that, I thought the Canelo would walk him down, and his presence and his pressure would be enough to tire him out. And once he tired him out, he'd be hitting him with good shots, and that's exactly what happened. I thought that Golovkin would be able to stop him somewhere near 10th or 11th, and I think I told you that also. But I didn't, it wasn't unforeseen that it could be a decision and we'd be going away by 3 or 4 points and winning the fight, which is what it should have been, except for the judge from Australia that came out to judge one of these our fight.
When you guys went to the scorecards, like, how were you guys seeing the fight? Did you see it 8-4, 7-5? Like, I would imagine you guys knew it was close, but you guys had this overwhelming feeling then, right? That you guys had it in the bag, that it was your fight, or was there some questions there?
Harold Letterman, who was sitting next to me, was judging the fight for HBO. Harold Letterman has nothing to do with either fighter. Both guys are HBO fighters, so he has nothing to do with being biased for one guy or the other. One guy is more the face of boxing, as they say, in Canelo, so you would think that HBO would be biased towards him. Harold Letterman had it 8-4. And if I'm not being biased, if I would have had a 7-5, it's a winning fight for Golovkin. But unfortunately, like I said, the misguided judge that filled out her scorecard before she got to the arena had it, what, 118, 110, meaning Golovkin won 2 rounds. That's a little ridiculous.
So the scorecards are read. What's going on through your mind when you see the reaction of the crowd after that first initial scorecard and then the subsequent scores that are announced?
Of course you're worried. You're worried because maybe I was watching a different fight. Maybe Harold Letterman is blind. Maybe what I was being told in the corner by my people was way off because we're biased. But it turned out that she was the one that was biased, and the other 2 judges saw the fight as I thought it was, a close fight.
When you look at the fight that was fought and the type of fight Canelo fought, what'd you make of the way he approached the fight and his movement and the way that at some times he was able to get out of the way of Gennady kind of setting down and trying to set his punches up?
I think that the reaction of the crowd once he got introduced to be interviewed was indicative of what they thought and what I thought. They booed him. They booed him because he talked so much shit before the fight about what he was going to do to Golovkin. He was going to knock him out. He was going to go at him. In order to knock somebody out, you're going to have to fight. You're going to have to engage. And it seemed like he ran for half of the fight, the last part of the fight. Yes, it was moments in it where he stopped because he had no choice, because he was tired. He just to fire off a couple of shots. But Golovkin was a pressure fighter. Golovkin was the one that got him up against the ropes. Golovkin was the one that was landing the jab. Yeah, he was missing the right hand, but he was landing more effective punches than the little flurries that Canelo was landing. And I think the crowd voiced their opinion when they announced him to be interviewed. So that was my thought too. I thought that he ran for most of the last part of the fight.
Now, you guys are done with the fight. You leave the post-fight press conference. What interactions did you have with Gennady, and what's Gennady's general feeling?
He was content. He was happy. The fight's over. We done what we came to do. We didn't lose. We're still the champion. We knew coming into Vegas that these type of inconsistencies happen here. For some unknown reason, all judges must go to different judging schools because there seems to be such a variety of scores that it makes you wonder what the hell they're watching.
So overall, he was happy with the performance and the way he fought?
No, he wasn't 100% happy. There was other things that we could have done and should have done, but they weren't done. But I also said to him, there was two guys in the ring. Canelo wanted to win too, and Canelo fought a great fight. Fought a fight that he needed to fight to be in there and continue to be able to box for the 12 rounds. That he didn't do what he told the crowd he was going to do, and that the Mexicans voiced their opinion on it. Okay.
Abel, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. I know you're here on short time, but it's really good seeing you. And that was, like you mentioned, a great fight.
That's a great fight.
It was.
I'm so happy for the performance that we put on here in Vegas, and hopefully we'll be back.
All right, Abel, thank you so much. Really appreciate it.